Good morning, Ricardo.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Let me see. I'm going to share with you my screen. Give me one moment.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you. Today we're going to begin with new topic.
New topic.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're going to begin with one topic that is there that sometimes is a little bit confusing, but actually, if you see, you will see that it is not. I will share the screen.
Yeah.
So the following topic is going to be to and either. Okay. We had to, either, so, and neither. So this is a very nice, a very interesting topic. Let me tell you, because it's sometimes even in Spanish, you know, we tend to misuse, you know, these words. Now, for instance, in Spanish, we say, "Hey, I like soda," or "I like pupusas." Me gustan las pupusas. Dice, sí, yo también, ¿verdad? Cuando es a mí también me gustan las pupusas, right? Ay, no, dice, me gusta mucho, ¿verdad? Ir a la playa y lo disfruto. Sí, yo también. Y a veces decimos algo ya de forma negativa, no me gusta, ¿verdad? Ir a la playa porque mucho me quema el sol, y decimos a mí tampoco, right? Entonces, también y tampoco, that's something similar to what we're going to study right now, but in English, okay? So we're going to begin with the first two, which is to and either. Okay, here we have to pay attention to the words because in a way they can become positive or negative, right? So take a look at the conversation, right? The woman says, "I'm happy." And the guy says, "I'm happy too," right? So that would be a very basic form to use something similar to yo también, right? I'm happy too. And then in the negative form, right, we have I'm not happy. And the woman says, "I'm not happy either." Yo tampoco, right? So as you can see, we have the word either here, okay? But it is in a negative sentence, okay? So when do we use to and either, right? Well, as you can see here, we use to and either at the end of a sentence, right? And we use to after a positive verb. ¿Cómo así, Marcelo? Do we have positive or negative verbs? Well, we have positive and negative connotation. ¿Verdad? Es la connotación en sí la que nosotros vamos a cambiar. Positive or negative connotation in a verb. So, we use to after a positive verb, like I'm happy too, right? Or I enjoyed the film, or I enjoyed it too, right? Jane is a doctor, and her husband is a doctor too. So as you can see, whenever we use to, that's going to be at the end of a sentence, number one. And number two, it has to be, how can I say it? It has to be with a positive connotation verb, okay? Or a positive verb, or something that expresses something affirmative. That is what it's going to be, you know? But what happens with either? So to is también, either tampoco, right? So we use either after a negative verb. For example, I'm not happy. And you can say, I'm not happy either. Okay. I cannot say I am not too. That's not possible. Okay. I can't cook. I can't either, right? So as you can see, negative verb means una oración negativa, right? And this one, positive verb, means una oración afirmativa. So I can't cook, I can't either. No voy a decir I can't too, right? Because it's not possible. So Bill doesn't watch TV. He doesn't read the newspapers either. Now, let's go ahead and make up some examples together, Ricardo, and I'm going to share this one with you, okay?
Okay.
There you go. I'm sharing that. Let me see. Creo que ya le cayó.
Yes, I received. Thank you.
You're welcome. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to say something like, for instance, I'm going to close here and open up a notepad. Oops, a notepad. Here we go. Okay, so I can say something like, hey, Ricardo, you know what? I like Japanese food a lot. Okay. I like Japanese food a lot. Okay. So in this case, you can say something like using to. Okay. So how would you say that? How would you say that? Give me one moment, Ricardo. Okay. I'll be right back. I just need
Okay.
to open the. I'm sorry. I just needed to open the door for something. Okay.
Okay. No problem.
Thank you. So I'm saying I like Japanese food a lot. So if you want to answer with do, you're going to say something similar, like I like, oops, sorry, Japanese. I like Japanese food too, right? So in that case, you can go ahead and use the same structure, right? And you can say something like I do too, because this is another option. Look, I do too, right? Why do, Marce? Because I'm talking about present simple, right? And you can go ahead and use do. Oh, I do too, right? I do like Japanese food a lot too, right? Another example. So I can tell you something like, hey, Ricardo, you know what? I'm very excited, right? I'm very excited for the new topics, right, in this unit, okay? So how can you say something similar using to here, Ricardo? I am using verb to be. I am very excited for the topics in this unit.
Okay. I am very excited too.
Excellent. That will be a proper response. I'm very excited too, right? I'm very excited too. Very good. Now, don't forget that here we're using the verb be. Look at the difference, right? This is the verb be. This is another verb. You can use I do too. Instead of saying all of these, I like Japanese food a lot, solo decimos I do too. Yo también. A mí también me gusta, right? What about the negative sentence? It's going to be negative sentence and negative connotation. That's going to be something similar. Okay, so I can say something like, hey, you know what, Ricardo? I'm not very happy. I'm not very happy with the new changes, in the office. Okay, so how would you respond using either? I'm not very happy with the new changes in the office. So how would you respond?
Yes. In this case, I am not very happy either.
Exactly. I am not very happy either, right? So this is like the first part of the topic, okay? So as you can see, I'm going to leave just this example with the present simple because we're going to see it later. But the examples that we are being presented here are with the verb to be, okay? So I'm very excited for the topics in this unit, Ricardo, and you say, I'm very excited too. Oh, you know what? I'm not very happy with the new changes in the office. And you can say, I am not very happy either. Okay, now let's take a look at the following information. So this one, I already shared it, okay? What about this one? So am I, neither do I. Have you ever heard about this form? ¿Ya has escuchado esto? Because in my case, when I was learning English, Ricardo, I got really confused. Cuando yo escuchaba, so am I, neither do I. What is that? Had it happened to you? ¿Le ha pasado? Because actually,
Yes.
yes, it's a little bit confusing, right? But don't worry. I'm going to clarify your doubts, with this chart. So actually, whenever, we listen to people using this type of expressions, you're going to hear them like this. Generally, people use to, right, in a very informal way, but not only that. To is a very, very basic form. Es una forma bien básica de usar también y tampoco. So generally people use this one, the one that you see on the screen, okay? And I'm going to share it with you right now. Give me one moment. There you go. So am I, neither do I. Ajá. Entonces acá, Ricardo, take a look in here, okay? I want you to pay attention to this. When we use it at the end of the sentence, we're going to use to and we're going to use either, okay? This form is different because here we are including so and neither. So we have 4 different expressions, okay? 4 different expressions. And these 4 expressions have to do with the 2 ways, but 2 of them are used at the end, 2 al final y 2 que no van al final, sino que van al principio. Can you see? So and neither, they go first. They go at the beginning, right? And then you have to pick the verb. If it's a verb to be, so am I, so is she, so are they. If it is the verb to be in the simple past, so do you, so I was, so you were, so she was, so they were. If it is in present simple, Ricardo, okay, it's going to be so do you, so does she, so do we, so does he. If it is in the past form, so did I, so did you, so did they. If it is in present perfect, that's going to be so have I, so have you, so has she, so has it, etc. And if we are using, okay, if we're using a modal verb like can, will, would, etc., that's going to be the same thing. The very first thing is going to be neither or so, and then the modal verb. So can you, so will you, so would she, etc. Same case with neither, okay? So this little chart, it's going to help you a lot, okay? So let's go ahead and make the difference. If you are going to use this one, okay, it's going to be at the beginning, okay? And at the beginning. If you're going to use the other one, they will go at the end of the sentence, right? They will go at the end of the sentence. I think that makes it clear, right? Lo hace un poco más claro because I know which ones go at the beginning and which ones go at the end. Okay? Now, let's take a look at the examples. Are you driving right now? I guess you are,
Yes,
right?
teacher.
Okay. So I think I'm going to read them for you. Me da miedo ponerlo a leer y que pase algo. So I'm going to read them for you, okay? Yo le voy a leer los ejemplos, so pay attention.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. When I say so am I, is the same thing as to say I am too. So both expressions mean the same. So am I am too. If I say so have I, I'm saying I have too. So it's like the same thing. So Marce, what's the difference? The difference is that to is basic and so and neither is advanced. I will repeat it. The difference is that to and either, they are basic forms of saying también and tampoco, and so and neither, they are, more advanced, okay? They are intermediate. So how can this help me, Marce? ¿Cómo me puede ayudar esto? Well, if you, for example, have an interview, if you If you want to sound more, you know, sophisticated or more fluent, I would say, right? So you can go ahead and use these expressions rather than using to and either. Okay, entonces son como más avanzadas. So
Teacher,
yes, tell me.
sorry, I have a question.
Yep.
In this case, showing my is similar to I am too, but the bowl is formal forms.
I wouldn't say formal, Ricardo. I would say one is basic and the other one is advanced.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because if you see both expressions in a way, they are, you know, formal, right? But
Okay.
if you want to probably differentiate them like that, I think that is possible. I think it is possible, you know, because if I say I am too, that would be informal, right? And so am I, that would be a little bit more formal. But let's go ahead and investigate.
Okay.
That's
Thank
a
you.
very good question. You're welcome. Let's see. Look, I found something. You see? It says, unlike both and either or neither nor can sound formal. Vamos a ver, what's the difference? It says here. Both, either, and neither. What's the difference? Both is ambos, right? Let's see if we can find something related to formal. But this one is a different meaning. Tiene significado diferente because either or lo uno o lo otro. This one it has different meaning. Let me see. Well, probably, as I was saying before, the difference is with related to what I was saying, right? Probably one is basic and the other one is more advanced. For us, para nosotros, para los native speakers, pues por supuesto son opciones. But for us, some of them are basic, some of them are advanced. But don't worry, I will try to share with you a couple of websites so you can go ahead and read them and see if you can find anything else. Now, coming back here and I'm going to, you're welcome. I'm going to share them right now with you. Aquí se lo voy a dejar. I found two websites. This one is one and this one is the other one. Y está cargando. Okay, so this one, right? As I was saying, we have this one, so am I, it's the same as I am too, so have I, similar to I have too, right? And it says I'm working, so am I. We're talking about the verb to be. So if I'm saying so am I, I'm saying I'm working too, right? I was late for work today, so was Sam. So that means that Sam was late too, right? If I say, for example, I work in a bank, and the other person wants to say, I work in a bank too, va a decir, so do I. Marce, why do? Because the sentence is in present simple. So, I work in a bank, present simple. So do I. We went to the cinema last night. Did you? So did we. También nosotros, o nosotros fuimos al cine también. So did we. I like to go to Australia. Hey, so would I. A mí también me gustaría, right? So would I. If you see, I'm using would because I'm saying I would like to go to Australia. So would I. Okay? So as you can see, that chart, ese cuadrito que le compartí, that chart contains like the most important information when you want to use neither or so. Okay? Now, over here in neither am I, right? It means yo tampoco, ¿verdad? I am not either. It's the same as I am not either. Or if I'm saying neither can I can't either, right? So for example, I haven't got a key. Hey, Marcy, you know what? I wanted to enter the house, or I want to enter the house, but I haven't got a key. My wife has the key. I haven't got a key. And I can say, hey, neither have I. I'm sorry, right? I haven't either. You can say, for example, hey, Kate can't cook. Kate can't cook. Hey, neither can Tom. Tampoco Tom, ¿verdad? Tom can't either. I won't be here tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow. Neither will I, right? Neither will I. And I never go to the cinema. Never go, right? I never go to the cinema. So present simple, neither do I. Now you can use also nor en vez de neither. I'm not married, nor am I, or neither am I. Esas dos son interchangeable, right? Nor, si usted se fija, casi nadie la usa. So people prefer to use either or neither. But you can use nor too. But nor is optional. You can use it instead of neither over here at the beginning. Okay? So I'm going to separate the examples so you can read them later to go in order. Sorry for the noise. Lo siento por el ruido, Ricardo, pero están trabajando ahí. No se oye nada.
No?
Ah, really? Ay, qué bueno.
Yeah.
Porque...
No problem, teacher.
Thank you. Ahí está. I shared the examples with you. Now, let's go ahead and create our own sentences. Vamos a hacer nuestros propios ejemplos, Ricardo, because I think that's the best way to put them into practice, okay?
Yes.
I'm going to remove this one because I think I don't want to confuse, the two examples. And I'm going to share these ones too. Okay, let's begin here with so, okay? So remember, it's going to be 4 affirmative sentences, right? I'm going to say it like this. Hey, Ricardo, I'm interested in the accounting. I am interested in the accounting course, okay? What about you? I am interested in the accounting course. What about you, Ricardo?
I like accounting.
Okay, very good. So if I'm saying I am interested, how would you respond?
Interested.
¿Cómo diría? Yo también.
I am interested too.
Very good. That would be the basic form, ¿verdad? I am interested too. Okay, what about using so? Remember, cuando usamos so, it goes at the beginning y usamos el verbo que corresponde a la oración. I am interested in the accounting course. Which ones from the chart? ¿Cuáles de este cuadrito cuál podría usar? Si la oración está con verbo to be, I am interested to. I am interested in the accounting course.
So I'm interested.
Ah, muy bien. Good try. Buen intento. But remember that here solo usamos 3 cosas. So, am I. Okay? Okay. We do not include the full sentence again. Okay?
Okay.
Uh-huh,
The
because
answer.
exactly, because we are saying yo también, right? Entonces,
Okay.
I am interested in the accounting course. Yo incluso aquí abajo puedo decir I am too, or I am interested too. But with the other form, I say just so am I, yo también. So am I, I like accounting, right? So am I. Very good. I'm going to tell you another example, okay?
Okay.
I am No, I'm going to use a different one with she, okay? She is very, how can I say this? She's very, we have already used interested. We have already used
Intelligent.
she's very intelligent. Okay, thank you. He's very intelligent with numbers. Okay. So, ¿cómo podemos decir él también? Digamos, what's the name is Tom.
Okay.
Mhm.
He is intelligent too.
Very good. He's intelligent too. Okay, that would be the first way to say that. What about using so?
So is he.
Excellent. So is he. Very good. Okay, so here it doesn't matter the subject pronoun that we're using. All what we have to do is to put into practice, you know, what we have been studying. What about, well, these ones are with present simple of verb be. Let's move and make up some, but with, wait a minute, I'm going to move here. Let's create some with past simple, okay? I can say something like, no, because I'm using another verb. I was at the party yesterday. I was at the party yesterday, Ricardo. So how can you say something like, hey, yo también. I was at the party yesterday.
I was at the party too.
Muy bien, I was at the party too, right? Very good. Okay, what will be the second one using so? Remember
So
that,
was I.
very good, that's what I was about to say. Remember that it's the same structure, all what you have to do is to change the tense, right? So was I, very good. We were at the conference. No, we were in the conference at the hotel yesterday. Okay, Ricardo, so you know what? The whole department, the whole accounting department, right? We were in the conference at the hotel yesterday. What about you? Or what about your coworkers? ¿Qué tal de su departamento?
Yes. We were in the conference too.
Very good. We were in the conference too. Okay. Or
so were we.
very good. So were we. Okay. So were we. We were in the conference at the hotel yesterday. So were we. Very good. As you can see, we are following the same structure. Okay. I'm going to share these examples with you so I can move. Because actually these were with verb be, right? I'm going to specify here verb be, present simple, and simple past. Okay. Now we're going to move to present simple, okay? With the rest of the verbs. Going to share this one here. Muy bien. Let's move on to present simple. So you know what, Ricardo, I do exercise every morning. Okay, I do exercise every morning. What about you?
I do exercise too.
Very good. I do exercise too. Okay. What about the other option?
So do I.
So do I. Very good. So do I. What about this one? She is, no. She likes terror movies. Okay. What about him?
He likes terror. No, he likes too.
He likes them too. Muy bien. Okay. Or remember that is third person singular, so we have to adapt it.
So is he.
But the verb is in present simple. She likes terror movies too. I mean, she likes terror movies, I'm sorry. So, you said so, right?
So likes.
Okay, so over here you said, so do I. What is the equivalent of so do I, but for the third person singular?
So does he.
Very good. There you go. So does he. Okay. What about this one? Two more examples with present simple. What about these ones? My sister, I'm going to talk about my sister, right? My sister goes to work by bus. My sister goes to work by bus. So how can you say my sister? Mi hermana también. How can you say that?
My sister goes to.
My sister goes to. Okay. What about the other form using so?
So does she?
So does she or so does my sister, right? So does my sister or so does she. Both options are correct. Remember that generally, I mean, we're going to find subject pronouns like I, you, he, she, it, we, they, etc. But sometimes we're going to find, we're going to find them like that. My sister. So my sister goes to work by bus. My sister goes to, my sister goes to, goes by bus, right? By bus too. So does my sister or so does she. Both options are correct. And these ones are in present simple, right? Now let's make a couple of examples with simple past, okay? You know what, Ricardo? I stayed home this past holiday, okay? So what about you? I stayed home this past holiday. What about you?
I stay home too.
I stayed home too. Very good. What about the second option?
So was I.
But the verb is stayed. I'm not using present simple.
I
mean, it's simple past, not verb to be. I'm sorry.
Yes. So did I.
Very good. So did I. Yo también, right? I stayed home this past holiday. I stayed home too, or so did I. Very good. Let's see this. We went to the beach last Sunday. Okay. So what about you? What about your parents? Preguntemos por sus papás. Digamos que sus papás sí fueron. We went to the beach last Sunday. What about your parents?
They
Uh-huh.
went
Mm-hmm.
to the beach too.
Okay, they went too. You can say they went too, right? And what would be the other way to say it?
So did they?
Very good. So did they. Excellent. Okay. So that is, using present simple and simple past. I'm going to share these examples with you. I think it's over here. Okay, I'm going to cut it here. Aquí está. There we go. Okay. Now let's take a look at present perfect. Okay. So, you know what, Ricardo? No es cierto, ¿verdad? Pero I have been to what? England 2 times or twice, right? I have been to England twice. What about you?
I have been to.
Very good. I have been to. Okay, and what would be the other way to say it?
So have I.
Very good. So have I. That's correct. You know what, Ricardo? The administrative assistant has filed all the documents. Okay. What about you? The administrative assistant has filed all the documents. What about you?
I have.
Mm-hmm.
I have two.
I have two, right? And what about the second form?
So have I.
Okay, I would say probably I have filed them too. Aquí diría I have filed them too. Yo también ya los guardé. Y la otra me dijo so.
So have I.
So have I. Very good. Correct. Exactly, right? So what about this one? Again, my sister, right? My sister has sent, an application for a new position, okay? My sister has sent an application for a new position. What about your brother?
My brother has two.
My brother has sent it too, right? Or my brother has two. And what about the second one?
So has he.
So has he. Very good. Okay, I'm going to specify that this one is for present perfect. Okay, and that is correct. Okay, oops, sorry. Give me one moment. I'm going to move over here. So still we have more information related to this, and I'm going to share that to tomorrow, okay? But for now, well, so far, how do you feel the topic? Is it difficult? Is it easy?
No difficult, but
You need
I need
practice.
practice.
Very good. Yes, that's what I think too. So do I, right? So do I. I think you need a lot of practice too, right? It's a topic that in a way, the more you practice it, the more you understand it and you become familiar with it, right? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to look for a link, okay? Ay, pero hoy sí lo voy a escribir because como después de estar con su clase paso a otra y después paso a otra. Entonces I tend to forget, Entonces I'm going to type here that I'm going to send you a couple of links for you to practice neither, I mean, stew, eater, so, and neither, okay? So I'm going to share with you that, and we're going to continue with the topic tomorrow. If you can also try to practice a little bit, right? Try to bring examples. So you can probably give me more information tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to move to the practice. As you can see, I have more material here, okay? So we're going to prepare some exercise, some sentences. And for today, Ricardo, that's it. But I'll meet you tomorrow, okay?
Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're
See you
very
tomorrow.
welcome. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.